They never lost players.
Yeah.
You had no
No place to go.
franchise saying, hey, Jorge Posada, you're out of here. I remember seeing him in Oneonta in '91 and he hit a ball I figured I'd just pick up on the way home. 88. Jesus.
I don't.
Okay, good.
I don't.
That's why you were on.
And we're live on we're live stream.
It's 4:30, I'll call meeting to order. Please rise with the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It has to be. Nice thing.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to be here. I might not have to wear that 24.
Yeah, I had that. 26.
Was it hurt? Because they said they're probably going to be ready for that next year.
When my wife had it done first.
It drives me
So
nuts.
envious.
Yeah.
I had one done, but the other one, I just. I'm blind.
The first item on the business is 33 Pioneer Lane.
Yes,
You can sit down if you want.
okay, whatever.
Yeah.
It's informal.
Last year, we elected not to open up, Take a Hot Dog.
Mhm.
And we have made a decision to permanently close it. It just was not as viable, just stopped being viable. It was very viable at one point. But we just saw a diminishing return, and then COVID just made it impossible. Same time that happened, we saw an incredible rise in our e-commerce business. And so we have made an investment in that. We closed the restaurant, as I said, relocated all of our stock that we had previously in an apartment upstairs. We moved it downstairs. And so we've sort of, changed the purpose of the facility in the basement. So we'd like to change the sign that exists on 33 Pioneer from what it was promoting Hey Hot Dog to promoting Mickey'sPlace.com, which is an entity owned by the Mix in Cooperstown, which also owns Mickey's Place, and a couple of other things that don't exist really anymore. Hey Hot Dog was owned by the Mix in Cooperstown, et cetera. So what we'd like to do is basically use the same color scheme, the same appearance, and just sort of change the words. The sign would remain the same. The sign itself is a historic sign, actually. It was over on Clancy's Deli for years, like 50 years ago, when we were able to buy it and convert it over to what we use it for. So that's our intent. I've showed, I did not, I had difficulty with my camera, if anyone wants to see a total view of what the sign looks like. With the frame. I have something.
And get the hot dog sign.
It is engraved forever anyway.
I've walked into that
I've walked
sign
past that
so many times.
And so that's the existing sign. And then, so the intent is to just basically change the words that are on it as you see in what I presented. The color scheme will be the same. We have adopted a slogan for Mickey'sPlace.com, which we've actually been in the e-commerce business for about 20 years, but it has really just exploded. And the slogan we have is Mickey's Place, anytime. And so that's what we'd like to put on the sign. You can see there, the work is done. But I'll change this, and it's the same company that's done the sign before, and I have all the shadowing that goes with it.
Will the sign be the same size?
Exactly, it's gonna be painted, you're gonna repaint on that sign.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be that exact sign, the frame is gonna be the same, they're gonna pick the total frame out of its holdings, bring it to their paint shop, repaint it with everything new. They're also gonna be doing, we have some interior signs that have to get changed as a result of this as well, but, so that's the intent, it's the exact same sign. The frame will remain the same, the bunting piece will remain there. We'll just be changing the words to over to mickey'splace.com. And that's it.
Anyone have any questions?
It's just the bunting on the sides, it's different, right?
No, it's the same.
The lettering is gonna change for this one.
Oh, okay.
Is the bunting part of the sign, or is it just hanging?
Because that was part of the original sign that existed over at Clancy's. I mean, we painted it because it was, sign itself got pretty faded over the years. And that picture sort of has a little faded, I think it's just, I took it with my iPad, so it's not exactly a professional photograph. But it'll have the same exact look as the sign that you see there now. There's new words.
Motion.
I make a motion.
No, we already have one. They didn't make the motion.
Right, second.
You're right. All in favor?
Okay.
It's unanimous, the motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
The next item is 125.
Yes, sir.
What do you describe?
So we acquired the double day batting range. We have the retail location down on 20 next to the Rusty Bison, which is the wood bat factory. We are premier all wood bat retail outlet. So during the pandemic, partly because of the way that Dreams Park didn't open on a regular schedule last season, we anticipated having problems with the location of our store. So we rented the space at the end of the batting range last year and had great success because the location was really nice being there next to Double Day Field. Just some general foot traffic with downtown Cooperstown Main Street. So when the building became available, we purchased it over the winter. And we anticipate opening hopefully by Memorial Day. And we would like to change the signage to represent who we are, which will be the Wood Bat Factory batting range. So where it says Double Day batting range right now, we'll change to the Wood Bat Factory batting range. A couple of additional signs on the ends to show who we are, as well as one in the front face of the building that kind of shows the additional services that we offer, which will be arcade games, a small kitchen, finger food basically. The batting cages obviously will probably be one of the only, that sign there. Will be the only all wood batting cage that I've ever even heard of. Given the way that world is today, they're primarily metal, so that's kind of a big deal for us. We think that that's obviously important for the game of baseball. And then the additional signage that we would ask, that we wanted to ask about was something on the back parking lot fence that showed an arrow towards the back entrance of the building that said batting range. So that people would know that behind that fence they could actually enter the establishment, as well as the extruded signs on the corners to kind of get visibility down Fowler's Way and then maybe from Main Street or down through that other, I don't know if that little side pass has a name. But to get the most visibility that we get with that square footage.
Mention to the board that Jackson on that line at the location. The line described to us what was being changed.
Did you go over the law?
No, we just got information. There are problems, they explained, that we have to go through. So
Sure.
and see that we can put this the application to fit within the law. So mention that on this view,
Right.
both of these are working doors.
I'm sorry, what's
The front.
The front view,
yeah,
Right,
first,
right,
first of all, what is the dimension of the building? I think that's important for us to, how much frontage is, how many feet?
One time, I know that you have it, right?
I want to say it's 105 feet wide. Do that, I think it's here somewhere. There was a for just a moment. There's so many measurements. Apparently, I don't have that one right. I want to say it was 104 feet from end to end, and it's probably, I would say, close to 16 feet tall up until the underhang. So,
I don't believe
What was that other dimension? I'm sorry.
I believe it's, I mean, it's tall height wise. It's probably, I would say, close to 16 feet to the overhang.
The, maybe you've been briefing on it, the law allows 40 square feet on buildings up to 80 feet long, and then for every foot over 80, or, you know, horizontally, you get another square foot of signage. So if it's 104, you're 24 feet of square feet of signage plus the 80. So, excuse me, 40, so it's, you got 64, let's say 64 square feet of signage on the front of the building.
Okay.
That's of wall signage. Then you get one freestanding or overhanging sign per gate. In addition.
Yeah.
And it looks like that would be your corners, but you got two corners, you're allowed one hanging sign.
Okay.
And the hanging sign dimensions. Maximum, I think it's 2 feet by 3 feet. Yeah. And this has 4 by 5.
So it's
So
two.
it's too large.
Too large. Okay.
Now, the side of the building, you got 20 square feet of signage, wall signage on the side of the building. You've got a request there. That would be on Fowler Way, would be the side of the building. So I don't know what the size of that wood back factory there. It looks close to 20 feet.
got it measured out in the plan. 2 by 5.
It'd be 4 by 5 or so, but then but I don't think that is over 80 feet. That's within 80 feet, it looks like to me. So you don't get any extra on the side of the building. if the sign on the fence is a,
That's a good problem. I looked at the statute, for nothing providing for a sign on the fence.
now,
There could be a directional sign, but that's way larger than the.
if he didn't have the hanging sign, you could consider that a freestanding sign, but if you got the hanging sign, you can't have a free sign, you have either one or the other, so
Okay.
the sign on the fence is, if you eliminated your hanging sign, you could have a freestanding sign on the fence.
We would certainly prefer that, if that's something that we would absolutely be willing to.
In other words, so you would,
If we could remove the two corner signs and have just the back fence sign.
fence sign being a freestanding,
Frankly, I don't think there's hanging signs for that.
um,
I mean, there's so many.
Yeah, it's,
Is your fence sign gonna be blocked by parked cars?
that is a really good
I've never
question.
seen I walk through there 5 times a week because of where I live.
Mhm.
They don't park there. I mean, there is no parking there, but they don't even park there.
Yeah, we park in the parking lot next to it, which is village, permit parking. But that other lot, I know is the $10, I'm not sure about that, where that fence is. I don't
Well,
think
the
there's actually
area
spots
behind
on
the fence has always been used by the batting cage guys
Right,
at $10 all day or 20, I don't know.
correct,
But, and that's where parking is allowed, because it's private property.
right.
There's no parking on Fowler Way.
Well, this is actually to the end of where the permit parking, but I don't believe that there's actually spots lined up against that fence where the sign would be.
And so I don't wanna see you give up
Right,
a sign when, it's gonna be covered up by a bus. or
Sure.
something. When you keep the hanging sign that can be seen from Fowler Way and the parking lot. But it's up to you though, I'm just saying that. I don't walk through there like you do, but I mean, buses.
yeah, I mean, it's certainly, I appreciate because that's something I hadn't thought of. The biggest thing for us really is the face signs, and I don't mean to downplay the importance of any other signage. But the sign on the side that's Fowler Way that we talked about is the exact same sign as an existing sign there. That's why we went with that size, so it wouldn't interfere hopefully. And then just duplicating that for the other end. But the key is really the ones that are most important to us are the ones on the face that show the services and who we are. The sign in the back, I would, like I said, be willing to concede on the 2 drop-down signs in the corners, to put that back there. And hopefully it should let people know, hey, you can get in this way. Other than that, I mean, they're gonna be coming up and down Main Street, hopefully, I would say, I would guesstimate that at least 90% of people who come to Main Street go to Doubleday Field anyway. So they're gonna see that front sign. That's really the most
Right.
important to us. And that's kind of,
And the hanging signs might be too close to the ground.
right,
So I think you're gonna get more bang for your buck on that.
I agree.
because that, you can have a 24 square foot, so that's 3 by 6 or whatever, 24, 2 by 12, whatever, on that. That would, on the fence, for your freestanding sign. Perfect, so,
We call it post type sign. There's a couple of different options. I think it's most appropriate to do post type signs.
yeah, I call it a post type sign, yeah, I mean, that would, because the fence is being held up by posts,
I did look back in the frontage of the building measures 109 feet, the sides measure 40'6", and I did do
So it's 109, how, I'm sorry,
the 109 by 40'6".
so the front of the building's 109?
Yeah.
So it's 29 additional.
Oh, yeah, so
That's all.
29, so it's, so it's
69.
And you said the height is
80 plus 29, right?
That's a guess. So I mean, they're 8-foot doors, so you can kind of,
So the total square footage of all the signs on the front of the building is added up would be 109 square feet
okay.
of signage. for your wall on the front of the building.
I don't have the package.
No,
No,
he's 69.
It's 109 feet of frontage is
Oh,
what the building has, sorry.
So they could have 69 square feet.
Square feet.
Oh, and say, yeah, but he gets 80 for to begin, but then he gets,
You get 40 for the 80 and you get 29.
oh,
for
I'm
the
sorry, I think.
Other 29.
Oh, yeah, 40,
Yeah.
40 plus
Plus 29.
29, so that's big difference, 69 square feet of signage on the front of the building. Yeah, oh, okay, here was my number over here, yeah. And 20 square feet. 24. Now. The and is there a rear entrance on the building?
Yes, sir.
Is it, so a customer could just walk in from Fowler Way and enter the back of the building as a customer?
Yes, sir.
Wait, there is a rear entrance.
Yes, sir.
So you have
Where the
more,
batting cages are.
Yeah, it's kind of, there's an overhang.
Oh, okay.
Door just past that, they can come right into the main entrance. Or-
You don't have to duck the pictures.
No, no.
That's
Does it enter into the cafe side or
It enters directly into the main section, the bigger part of the two.
that's on Fowler Way.
Yeah.
So you get another 20 square feet of sign in the back of your building? For
Okay.
customers coming in from the back, that back door, that's 20 square feet. So that. So as a wall sign.
Sure.
Yeah. Cause you're getting the maximum wall
Yeah.
signage, front, side, just because the property turns out that way.
Right.
It's,
Yeah, and like I said, the key here is visibility to the traffic. The foot traffic is gonna be on the front side. So I'm
Right.
I'm not overly concerned with the back entrance. I don't think it'll be the primary entrance for anyone, other than people who park in our lot, just like we have done, like they have done historically. So once that would go back to his point, that once that parking lot is full, a lot of that signage wouldn't be visible anyhow, so. Even though it's available, I don't think we would really go for that too much. Especially if we can, because of dropping the sides, have that sign on the fence, I think that's more important, just to say, hey, look, there is a building back here beyond this fence. To me, seems more of a benefit.
But just so you know, that is available, so if at some point you change your mind,
Yes, sir.
just, come back to us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
And your proposed fence sign is only 20 square feet, right?
Yeah.
10 by 2.
Yeah.
the parking area, is there any signage related, like saying parking here or this and that? 'Cause that's
I
also,
believe that historically there was like a street post sign there that has.
Yeah, there always has been.
That has
Parking,
been
and then
charged.
well, depending upon what we get.
Well, I was thinking there's some allowances for parking, isn't that, I believe in the law somewhere? Like entrance, exit type signage is,
Yeah, business ID.
I haven't looked at this. Makes sense. And none of these signs will be illuminated, I take it, you're just correct. Okay, that saves you
Yeah.
a lot of hassle. It would be under exempt signs, I think, the car.
Okay, I'll call you back.
Oh, man.
Each tax parcel is entitled to a permitted one projecting sign for each functional entrance to a first floor business, and he's not asking for a sign on the back. Could he use that right to turn one of his projecting signs?
That's back in.
That's
What
the very,
page is that?
very beginning.
I think you're
7
right.
dash
So
81.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
there's
you want,
multiple businesses. You're reading A there.
A1, yep.
Is permitted for each functional entrance of a first floor business. He has one business there. But
Oh, I guess we're still back to the fact that you can either have a freestanding sign or.
or a freestanding sign or a projecting sign.
Got it, okay.
If you have two businesses, like there's places on Main Street where the two business, they can have two projecting signs. I think I'm trying to figure out the ramp signs, and I think that relates to entrance and exit for your parking lot.
You referring to the on-premises directional signs?
Yeah, is that what it is for directional signage? Is it under exam?
Yeah, it's 27-6. 7.
687. 6. Can't go backwards. A. Oh, oh, I see, yeah.
On premise,
Yes,
Directional
on
signs.
premises, directional signs are needed, identifying public parking areas, fire zones, entrances, exits, says 1.5 square feet,
We went over
limited
that.
to 3 and
Care
over.
and cat supply.
What's that?
I think, I remember that from when Care and Cat supplied, whatever it is for businesses.
Mhm.
Interesting.
so these are just additional signs that we can put up
Yes, sir.
if you want to.
Because you got a parking area, it's logical to have direct people where they can drive in, you know, or drive out or entrance, as well as notify other people going down Fowler Way that there could be somebody coming or going in and there. So how are we gonna handle this? Are we gonna need another package of presentation or today or?
Well, sign is exempt, doesn't need to come to
No, not
us.
that, but I think of all the other, in other words, the 69 square feet on the front, what is that gonna be? Which signs is that gonna be? What is it right now? I mean, I see a picture.
So essentially, I think we're just gonna remove the 2 extruded signs, protruding signs. And
Right,
that would make the package.
and I think one sign has to, oh no, you're removing it, does it have to be smaller, it's wrong. When I totaled it up, as presented, it was 78 square feet. All of it,
Including the hang signs.
yeah. Which was beyond. But I had no clue, despite walking by, how long the building was.
So you have, but it says wood bat factory batting range. And then there's something in yellow there, that's a sign, right? Here. It's, this is the,
That's Wood Bat Factory.
yeah, that's part of the count. Then you got the yellow sign. Adds to that. Then there's a sign down here that looks like it's blue and white. There's something that's on it. The 3 signs that I can see
On the front,
on the front.
That would be the,
In addition, you know, now do you count the ones on the door, with the doors open there? There's 2 yellow ones there. So,
but they're internal, aren't they?
well, if the door's open, it's external.
Is that how? Is that how we determine signs?
It's on the front.
I don't, well, that's interesting, yeah, it's a good point, but it's,
Oh,
what
there's
are those
also,
signs say?
I don't even know, those were from the.
there's also this here.
right, yeah, I think
I know what
he's
signs. it's called,
photoshopped
but
this here, so they're asking about these signs here, and whether or not those need.
If that was gonna be an issue, I'd be
Account.
completely
Yeah.
okay with removing those.
I counted the square footage of the cafe sign, the
Yep.
main entrance sign.
Yep.
And the general information sign to be 69.25 square feet.
And those are the key signs that we care about.
Those are those 3. I think what you're seeing there, Richard, is you're seeing part of the existing wheelchair parking sign and village information freestanding sign.
Well, that, yeah, the wheelchairs, that's not
Yes,
counted,
right.
that's a village.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm looking down here. This.
So this sign here is an existing sign that's there from last summer.
Yeah, okay.
This is a new sign and then this. So this lettering and this sign are the 2 that we're most interested in adding.
Yeah, but I mean, the existing sign goes into the count.
Yep, it's totally 8 square feet, and I've added it
Oh,
up.
that's
there.
it, okay. Okay, so. What is the, I can't, it looks, what is this red, blue
I think that's a village information.
Oh, there's a village
Yeah,
information, okay.
That's a parking
Freestanding
sign.
village info sign.
Actually, the biggest source of clutter of signage in this village is village signs. That, you know,
Yeah. When I drive
there's like
a lot of
old
other stuff,
signs
you
that
see.
they never take down signs that were put
Yeah.
up 50 years ago, and there's, you know, totally. Okay, oh, yeah, okay, now I recognize it, all right. All right. So whatever the
One thing I do here see is in 227-5A4. It does ask that for clarity, no more than 2 fonts should be used on any one sign or group of signs displaying the same information.
say it again, what 225?
225, just the design and construction standards for signs, but this sign has already been approved and stands and has what looks to me like 4 fonts in it and doesn't offend anyone, so I don't see any reason to get hung up on that if that's already been approved.
Okay, I have 22, but the chapter is 227, you're getting 225?
No, 227-5.
Oh, 227-5.
Yep, sorry.
7-5.
And again, that was previously approved.
Oh, design, the 227-5,
A4.
A4.
Yes, sir.
And you're saying there's an issue with fonts? Or I see 2 fonts, well,
It states that no more than 2 fonts should be used on any one sign or group of signs displaying the same information. Multiple
the
fonts.
same information, it seems to me that this is all different information.
Right.
So-
Makes sense.
So I don't see a problem. In other words, when you're, what was it particular that you were, the batting range and the wood bat factory being 2 fonts? But they're different, well,
So I just wanted to draw the board's attention to it.
Okay.
It has been previously approved, and I think it's in
oh,
my
yeah,
opinion, it's
okay, yeah,
keeping with the.
okay, no, I
intent of
think
the
that, I
building.
think it's fine.
Okay.
You know. Actually, in the wood bat factory and the batting range could be considered two separate signs on they're side by side, because there's that, you know. I don't know, are they gonna be all one piece of mounting, and the wood bat factory and the batting range, is that one mounting or 2
Those will
mounting?
be conventional letters. So it would be similar to what's there now. Each letter is an individual
Oh,
studded piece.
yeah,
So how I got the square footage when I did it was I measured the overall width of the area by the overall height and didn't account for spacing or anything, just whatever that full measurement was, is how I came up to that.
Hey, Brian,
Yes, sir.
could you do me a favor, please?
Absolutely.
I'm in this section,
Yes, sir.
you know what I mean? Is this on the front,
That is the front side.
okay,
That will be to the left of the main entrance.
and what else is on the front? I know the wood that factory athletics.
And then the only other one will be dimensional letters, that's the back.
Oh, I see.
That'll be on the 10th.
Right,
Is that it?
I'm just trying to. What's this? Oh, this is
That's
just,
the one that's next to the one door. So this is
Okay,
the one we're
right,
talking about now.
right,
And it will be above the door.
right, and that's 18 3/4 square feet. And then there's one that's 20,
And that would be that one, it's 2 by 10 on the back fence.
right, oh, no, not that, I'm just counting the front,
Oh, in the front,
to
that
see if
would,
we
that would
make
be
our
the
60 now.
the 4 by 5 one that had all the services on it.
So there's 3 on the front, right?
There's the dimensional letters above the door.
Yeah.
The services sign, and then the existing sign.
And how big is that?
That one, I believe, is 2 by 4.
Yeah, okay. So I've got the front at 28, 38, 46, 47.
General, other questions? No,
As long as it gets all within the total mathematical number.
Allowable footage.
Allowable footage, it's fine, you know.
So we're considering the package as presented, excluding the 2 proposed hanging signs.
Yes, that's how I understand. I'll move again.
Okay.
Oh, you-
Go ahead.
Okay.
Second.
So the motion is to approve the sign application with the exception of the 2 hanging signs. All in favor? It's unanimous. Motion carries.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot.
And good luck with it.
Yes.
Good luck.
Have a great day. Have a
Look
good
forward to seeing you
weekend.
this summer.
Enjoy this nice weather we're gonna get this weekend.
All
Yes,
right.
indeed.
Since we're meeting on Friday evening, I'm inclined to put off the discussion of the proposed statute until our next regular meeting.
Oh, okay,
Unless that's okay with everyone.
fine with me.
Oh, yeah,
I'll go ahead and take all those copies back and give them back out, unless you guys want them for.
you know, I'll just bring, we can bring them back, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Please do.
Although, the state that our house is in right now, I'm serious.
I can offer you.
My daughter's going through 28 years of stuff.
Yeah.
Before she starts her career.
Has everyone had a chance to take a look at the minutes?
They were sent out, right? I think
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
was
I
sent in,
made
I
a
didn't
note.
see any problem. I
I didn't
believe I
see
was there,
anything.
I believe I was there, right? Yeah.
No.
No, I wasn't, so I can't vote to approve it. That's right, I missed that meeting. I was traveling.
Jim and David and I were.
I'll move, or Jim,
Yeah.
move it, I'll second.
Approve the minutes.
All in favor?
Aye.
I abstained.
The motion goes. Thank you very much for giving up a Friday evening.
I'm sorry?
Thank you very much for giving up a Friday evening.
Well,
Wasn't a lot else going on.
great concert tonight. Concert series.
Concentrate.
It's Latin music, whose name I can never remember. I've heard him twice. He used to play with Tito Fuentes.
Oh, cool.
Okay, then.
As you know,